Hi, it's Peggy Lee, and we are on day 6 of the Junk Journal January. Junk along with me, and we today day 6 is called Inspiration. So today we're gonna jump right in. My inspiration is this mixed media heart home decor piece that I created on my channel, not on YouTube. It was on Facebook. And so we're gonna kind of create a background. I love abstract backgrounds. So we're gonna dive right in today to our layout. So we're doing day 6, and we're just gonna do 1/2 of the paper. We're not gonna do a full layout. So I'm gonna grab some Mod Podge real quick. We're just going to create a really simple and quick background for Mod Podging. This will be fine. Alright, we're going to Mod Podge a little bit of layers on I have some paper sitting here. We're just going to create some layers. Just some fun layers for the background. Made a mess. Now, I'm hoping that we don't have to turn the heat tool on, but we'll get through it. All right, let's grab a piece of this. Now, with this, I'm not really worrying about covering the whole piece of background paper, because we're going to fill it in with some gesso and stuff like that. So just quickly put some paper down. With some Mod Podge. So today was inspiration, and I find inspiration everywhere. But one of my favorite things is taking stuff that's old or discarded and making mixed media altered art with it. I absolutely positively really enjoy the mixed media part, and I love to create something new and fun and quite cool. So we're going to just put these on here. Okay. I'm going to grab this really cool piece, which is a it is a sewing pattern, tissue pattern. So I hope you guys have been enjoying the Junk Journal January that's been going on in YouTube and on Instagram, and just enjoying it and seeing what they're creating. If you have not checked out Instagram posts, you should go over and in Instagram and punch in hashtag Junk Journal January, and you'll be able to see a bunch of people's awesome layouts. And so that's it. It's a really simple background. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna add some white paint on top, because it's still wet. Really, it should be dry, but for the purposes of time, I'm not gonna worry about drying it all the way. So I got some white paint, and I'm gonna take just a palette knife, and I'm just gonna brush, just like we've been doing on all our layouts so far, is brushing some of that white paint all over. I don't know what it is, but I just love that look so much. So we're gonna grab some of this turquoise minty green paint, and we're gonna add some of that in here. just wherever you feel led that you want to add some green, just some highlights. So awesome. And I really enjoy creating backgrounds. I do enjoy it. All right, so now we're also gonna grab some black paint, but I do want to dry this really quickly, so I am gonna turn a heat tool on. It will be noisy for just a few seconds. Okay. Because it's kind of hard to go on to the next step without drying it. So the next step is we're gonna stencil with our just everyday letter stencils. You can get these almost anywhere. It's Walmart, Dollar General, dollar store. Now to me this is pretty just like that. It could be done and I'd be happy with it. It's not completely dry, but we're gonna move on. So I'm gonna take some black paint, and you don't necessarily need to use your really good black thick paints for this project inside your journal. I would probably use thinner paints, but I don't have any black paint sitting aside. So we are gonna use the good stuff. All right. So now I'm going to take a stenciling brush or any kind of brush that you don't mind ruining, and we're going to just stencil on here. I think I am going to do some words coming down, and my white paint is still a little wet, but I'm not worried, and I'm just going to pounce. Again, I'm not looking for it to be a crisp image. Not really at all. Look how pretty. It's so pretty. Now I'm going to go the opposite way, and we'll put in some letters down here. So if you didn't have a stencil, you could use stickers. Okay, so there we go. So there is part of our layout. So cool, pretty. Now, on here I used like burnt umber to shade it, but this needs to dry a lot more for shading before I can shade it. And so what we're going to do is we're going to add our little quote that says inspiration. We're going to add that. And once this dries completely, then I will go in with, I might go in with something dark, or I might just leave it very white. I don't know. It looks nice just that color too. So now we're going to add this right here to our page, but we're going to have to add it on something because this little piece of paper is going to get lost. So I am going to add it to a piece of paper that's already coffee dyed, and we're just going to cut it out. Trim it down. I'm going to take some black ink. And we're going to just go ahead and lay that down on. Find a spot for it. Actually, I think I'm going to put it right up here. I kind of like that area. And we're going to take our little tiny stamp, turn it to January 6th, stamp off. Make sure I have stamped upside down before, so stamping off is good. And and we're going to stamp our image. And I'm gonna do it kind of on the side, and I have to wipe this off because my gesso was wet. And there we have it for day 6, the little mixed media background. Now normally I would shade around the whole thing, but I want the layers to dry before I do that. So I may come back and do that, or I may just leave it just the way it is, because I actually really like this just the way it is. And also when I'm done, when this is dried, I'm gonna come back in and I'm going to highlight around, let me grab, where are my pencils? Here we are. So I'm going to go ahead and just highlight around just to add some more color. And then I'm going to take a paintbrush, dip it in some water, and then activate that pencil. So you could do and take this and go around the edges with it. Just scribble and then add it around the edges. It's really, I just love this effect. And just add in some color. Gives a little bit of a shade to it and stuff, and there you have it. Thank you guys. Stay tuned for day 7.